The people, my people are so smart. And you know what else they say about my people? The polls. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
Don't be rude. You're attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
Can you give us a question?
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Go ahead.
Look, Putin, from everything I see, has no respect for this person.
Well, that's because he'd rather have a puppet as president of the United States.
No puppet.
And it's pretty clear.
You're the puppet.
It's pretty clear you won't admit that the Russians have engaged in cyber attacks against the United States of America.
Most politicians hire consultants to craft their image. They rehearse answers. They stay on message. Donald Trump did the exact opposite, and somehow that was the strategy. These are the 10 moments that prove it. Let's get right into it.
I see Rick Perry the other day. And he's so, he's doing very poorly in the polls. He put glasses on so people will think he's smart. And it just doesn't work. People can see through the glasses. But he's got the glasses, the whole deal. Trump, I say he did a lousy job on the border.
Rick Perry had a problem. After the infamous oops moment, where he forgot the name of a government agency he was promising to eliminate on live television, he needed a rebrand. His solution? New glasses. Serious aesthetic, a man who had clearly been doing a lot of reading.
This guy, Lindsey Graham, gets out, and he's out there, and he calls me a jackass. I'm supposed to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. I'm working hard to be nice. But every time I turn on, I have some guy that is hitting me, like hard. Now, the reason they're hitting me, in all fairness, is when you register 0 in the poll, what the hell? They have nothing to lose, right?
Perry spent money, time, and consultants trying to fix his image. Trump destroyed it in 8 seconds, for free. One observation, no policy, no debate, just a punchline that made an entire rebranding strategy collapse. In the attention economy, a well-placed insult travels faster than any campaign ad.
Excuse me, sit down. You weren't called. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Jorge Ramos is not a heckler. He is one of the most respected journalists in the Western Hemisphere. When Ramos stood up at a 2015 press conference to challenge Trump's immigration policy without being called upon, most candidates would have navigated it carefully, diplomatically.
Go ahead. No, you don't. You haven't been called.
I have the right to ask the question.
Go back to Univision. Go ahead.
You cannot deport 11 million.
Go ahead.
You cannot deport 11 million people. You cannot build a 1900
Go ahead.
wall.
Sit down. You haven't been called. Go back to Univision. By treating a world-renowned journalist like a heckler at a comedy club, every media protocol was shattered simultaneously. The press assumed candidates needed them. Trump demonstrated, in real time, that he didn't. The most powerful way to delegitimize an institution isn't to argue with it. It's to treat it like it's already irrelevant.
Adam Shifty Shifts. Can you believe this guy? He's got the smallest neck I've ever seen.
Adam Schiff was the ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee, a former federal prosecutor, one of the most consequential figures in American oversight politics.
And the biggest head, we call him watermelon head. I'd say, how could that big fat face stand on a neck that looked like this finger? How can it?
A presidential candidate reducing a senior congressman to a playground nickname based on his neck-to-head ratio. It should be catastrophic. But it was funny, not because the insult was clever, but because the commitment to it was total. And in that burst of laughter, Schiff's institutional authority evaporated.
It was the weirdest thing. It's a mystery. Nobody can understand it. But he's one of the most dishonest human beings I've ever seen. And how we can allow people.
I am on record as saying that we need to put more money into the Social Security Trust Fund. That's part of my commitment to raise taxes on the wealthy.
The final presidential debate of 2016. Hillary Clinton is mid-sentence on entitlement reform. The room is formal. The stakes are historic. Then Trump leans into his microphone.
My Social Security payroll contribution will go up, as will Donald's, assuming he can't figure out how to get out of it. But what we want to do is to replenish the Social Security Trust Fund.
4 words, not a rebuttal, a verdict. While the opposition made merchandise, he had already won the moment. He framed Clinton not as an opponent to debate, but as a personal irritant to dismiss. The debate format simply ceased to exist.
By making sure that we have sufficient resources, and that will come from either raising the cap and or finding other ways to get more money into it. I will not cut benefits.
Look, Putin, from everything I see, has no respect for this person.
Hillary Clinton deployed what she believed was a devastating accusation that Trump was a puppet of Vladimir Putin, a serious charge, backed by intelligence briefings designed to destabilize.
Well, that's because he'd rather have a puppet as president of the United States.
No puppet.
And it's pretty clear.
You're the puppet.
It's pretty clear you won't admit that the Russians have engaged in cyber attacks against the United States of America, that you encouraged espionage against our people.
The rhetorical equivalent of a third grader on a playground, deployed during a globally televised debate about nuclear-armed espionage. The gap between the gravity of the accusation and the kindergarten structure of the response creates a cognitive short circuit. You don't know whether to laugh or be alarmed. That confusion is exactly the point. You cannot debate a mirror. Reflecting an attack back neutralizes it, not by disproving it, but by making both versions seem equally absurd.
That you are willing to spout the Putin line, sign up for his wish list, break up NATO, do whatever he wants to do, and that you continue to get help from him because he has a very clear favorite.
And to have a crowd like this on our final day, can you believe it? This is the day. This is the day we take our country back. Remember that. This is the day we take our country back.
Someone warned Trump before a rally that protesters might throw tomatoes. A normal candidate would quietly increase security. Trump walked straight to the podium.
So I got a little notice, in case you see, the security guys, we have wonderful security guys. They said, Mr. Trump, there may be somebody with tomatoes in the audience. So if you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them, would you? Seriously. Okay? Just knock the hell. I promise you, I will pay for the legal fees. I promise. I promise. There won't be so much because the courts agree with us, too. What's going on in this country?
He identified a threat, deputized a civilian crowd to handle it, and promised to finance the resulting violence, all to defend himself against salad ingredients. But beyond the comedy, he made his audience complicit. He pulled them from passive spectators into active participants. The laughter lowered every guard in the room.
So Lindsey Graham says to me, please, please, whatever you can do. And he gave me his number, and I found the card. I wrote the number down. I don't know if it's the right number. Let's try it. 202-228. I don't know. Maybe it's, it's 3-4 years ago, so maybe.
Senator Lindsey Graham called Trump a jackass in an interview. Most politicians absorb this and move on. Trump walked onto a nationally televised campaign stage. Graham then released a video destroying his own phone in increasingly absurd ways, blending it, microwaving it, hitting it with a golf club. A sitting United States senator reduced to a viral destruction video to manage the fallout from a petty prank. Trump didn't argue. He just made Graham's life chaotic and watched him scramble.
Don't be rude. Attacking us. Can you give us a question? Don't be rude. Can you give us a question? I'm not going to give you a question. Can you stay categorically? You are fake news.
He didn't just insult a reporter, he performed an excommunication. By declaring CNN illegitimate to their face on live television, he rewrote the power dynamic of the press conference permanently.
How stupid are the people of Iowa? How stupid are the people of the country?
Ben Carson's autobiography recounted a story from his youth, that he once attempted to stab a friend, but the knife struck a belt buckle and broke, becoming the turning point that led him to God and ultimately medicine. A serious story about redemption and faith.
He took a knife and he went after a friend and he lunged. He lunged that knife into the stomach of his friends. But lo and behold, it hit the belt. It hit the belt. And the knife broke. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. The knife broke. Let me tell you, I'm pretty good at this stuff. So, I have a belt. Somebody hits me with a belt, it's going in because the belt moves this way. It moves this way. It moves that way. He held the belt buckle. Anybody have a knife? You want to try it on me? Believe me, it ain't gonna work. You're gonna be successful. But he took the knife, he went like this, and he plunged it into the belt. And amazingly, the belt stayed totally flat, and the knife broke.
He pantomimed a knife fight to disprove a rival's childhood redemption narrative during a presidential campaign. No consultant would approve this. No speechwriter could write it. It only exists as pure, unfiltered performance instinct, and the crowd lost their minds. Authenticity doesn't mean honesty. It means total commitment to the moment. The audience always feels the difference.
How stupid are the people of Iowa? How stupid are the people of the country to believe this crap? So here's the good news. He's now saying all of that stuff happened because otherwise he's a liar. So Carson, oh, the knife broke. There it is. It's laying in the, oh, good. My people are so smart. And you know what else they say about my people? The polls. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
Every other moment on this list is a tactic. This moment is the theory. He announced his own invulnerability out loud, and that announcement became further proof of the invulnerability. It was a boast. It was a warning. It was a diagnosis, and it landed as a punchline. Now I have to ask, which of these moments was the most unhinged for you? And did I miss your favorite no-chill moment?